Family and fellow soldiers, I'm the Professor, and this is the moment of truth. Mr. Harvey, aka Your World, has a saying that he likes to repeat. This country was founded by thieves, slaves, and opportunists. We have a lot of people who are opportunists who came to the U.S., then try to use any falsehood or distortion that they can to get as much as they can for themselves of the prosperity that Black Americans made possible. And their favorite method of justifying this opportunism is to make blatantly false comparisons between themselves and us. Everyone tries that because we're the only people with a legitimate claim to have ever been mistreated in this country. Everyone else who came here doesn't have a leg to stand on that front. They chose to come here. And when you make a choice of your own free will, you have to accept the consequences that come along with it. That's called personal responsibility. But in a world ruled by anti-Black racism, that's a foreign concept. Take, for instance, the liars over at the Caucasian Nazi Network. They recently ran a story that was an absolute dung heap of historical revisionism and phony comparisons. The headline: at 91, he's one of the last surviving participants in a U.S. program some described as legalized slavery. And what, you may wonder, are they talking about? Surely they must be referencing, say, the chain gangs that existed at the turn of the 20th century. Black people who are literally being snatched off the street by unscrupulous sheriffs and police and being thrown in jail and told, you committed some crime, so you gotta work on these chain gangs for God knows how long, under the most brutal conditions. No water if you got any at all. And of course, they always had the shotgun, and they would often brutalize the people just because they could. Because that was an example of slavery under the guise of law enforcement. Legalized slavery. But no, CNN's not talking about that at all. They're talking about a worker program that the government ran back in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, where they brought Mexicans in to work the farms. And yet we're being told that this was slavery. Why? Because CNN says the conditions were quote-unquote grueling. And what was the proof of this inhumane treatment? What was the evidence? Well, the braceros, as they were called, when they got to one of the locations where they were supposed to be proceeding to their farms to work at, they were sprayed with insecticide and had their hands inspected to make sure that they were qualified for the hard labor they would be doing. That was the inhumane treatment. The rest of it was that they were out in the hot sun, but then again, I don't think that what they were going through was anywhere near as bad as what it was that Black people were being forced to go through on those chain gangs. But the claim that this was some sort of legalized slavery falls flat. As the story CNN wrote itself says, these men were invited by the U.S. government to come to the U.S. This was a voluntary program. The braceros were not slaves. Nobody slapped them in leg irons. Nobody forced them to get on a slave ship or a slave truck or anything else. They came to the U.S. because they wanted to, and nobody was forced to stay. They could leave at any time, and they did, including the man who this story is about. He left the United States multiple times. In fact, over the course of 11 years, this guy would bounce back and forth across the border between the U.S. and Mexico. This is the alleged slavery that the story claims was occurring, the legalized slavery of a man who had the ability to go back to Mexico anytime he wanted, and he did. And as the story itself says, he then did everything he could to stay in the U.S. and keep working. Since when does a slave do everything that they can to stay on the plantation? And he did that for 11 years, over a decade. This man came to the U.S. voluntarily of his own free will. Then he left to go back to Mexico, then volunteered to come back, then went back to Mexico, and he did that over and over again for 11 years. Now, pardon my asking, but where's the slavery that CNN was talking about? When a slave is on a plantation, they're not allowed to leave. And if they try, they get whipped or mutilated or outright killed. And another thing, slaves don't get paid. The braceros did. In fact, that was the entire reason they were in the U.S., to get paid. Slaves, real ones like our ancestors, never got paid at all. When they left the plantations, they didn't go back. Not for 11 years, not even for 11 seconds. But the braceros did, like the subject of this story. Under slavery, not only are you a slave, but so are your children. Were any of this man's children forced to have to work in those fields that he said were so horrible? Were any of his co-workers' children snatched up and forced to work the fields with him? Was anyone allowed to rape his wife with impunity? Anyone allowed to sell his children to anywhere they wanted to? Of course not. So how is this slavery? Answer, it's not. And that also goes for Japanese Americans who were put into detention camps during World War II. Were they forced to work the fields? Did anyone kill or mutilate them for trying to run away? Anyone whip them for not obeying massa? There's a huge difference between being a prisoner and a slave. And it's an insult to the suffering of people who are actually slaves when you compare voluntary laborers and people who were merely put into confinement to people who are brutally forced to go from one place to another, with many of them dying in the process, and then sold as the property of some inbreds down south. And after that, forced to work from morning till night until the day they died with no pay. The braceros got paid, and the Japanese prisoners at Manzanar didn't get forced to work at all. Nobody wrote any laws saying the braceros weren't human beings. They only did that with us. See, migrants who volunteered to pick vegetables, that's not slavery. And these phony comparisons are merely part of a never-ending propaganda war against Black Americans. How dare the Caucasian Nazi network make such a claim? This is what the white media's idea of slavery is. When someone chooses of their own free will to come work in the U.S. on a dirty and unpleasant job that they knew was dirty and unpleasant from the beginning, and they're getting paid for their work, and they return over and over again, and even after all that, they liked slavery so much that they wouldn't leave. The punchlines write themselves. This wasn't slavery. Only slavery was slavery. Neither this man nor any of his co-workers were ever slaves, and they weren't victims either. Nothing happened that was not of their own free will. He wasn't forced to come to the U.S. He chose to come to the U.S., and then after that, he chose to come back over and over and over again to work the exact same job. And then when the program ended in the 60s, he decided that he would stay. The entire point of the white media pushing this historical revisionism is meant to water down the oppression that we've endured by making phony claims that, well, everybody else was more or less treated the same, weren't they? Because after all, if everything is called slavery, then nothing is slavery. But CNN really outdid themselves with this one. They tied their forked tongues in knots trying to manufacture a narrative that a worker program is somehow the same as chattel slavery. And the city out there in Rio whatever is making plans to put money behind turning that processing center for these day laborers into a museum. Really? So Black Americans can't get dime number one to support telling the history that we made building this country and making it possible for these guys to actually have jobs when they got here and for them to be able to get in the first place. And yet you have people who aren't even citizens. And these politicians are tripping over their shoelaces to build museums because... And the bracero that they profiled in this story, he was in the U.S. for decades as an illegal alien. And it was the Republicans, Ronald Reagan to be exact, who gave this man amnesty, him and millions of others, and allowed them to remain in the country. Now, if this was slavery that he'd been subjected to, then why the hell did he stay for a decade after decade? And today, this man's a citizen. He became a citizen a lot faster than the real slaves did, and he enjoyed more freedom and opportunity than Black people did after chattel slavery, let alone during it. And nobody's telling him to shut up or that he needs to stop complaining or that was a long time ago. There's nothing in this CNN piece where they have anyone who tries to justify whatever alleged mistreatment happened or to say that this was just how it was back then and people need to accept it and move on. They don't do the kind of stuff that they do whenever they're talking about Black people, where they say, okay, now here's why these Negroes are supposed to be mistreated. Here's the justification for it, and here's why nothing should be done about it. This is part of the ongoing effort to try to manufacture reparations claims for everybody who doesn't actually have one. We've seen them do this with the LGBT community and others. A volunteer worker who knowingly asks to come to a country where they're hanging Black people can't claim not to know what he was jumping into. He can't claim to think, well, you shouldn't be treating me like that. This man came back and forth across the border repeatedly. And then in the end, he deliberately broke U.S. law by remaining in the country, and he stated that for decades he was in the U.S. illegally until he got an amnesty 30 years after he'd voluntarily come here, and deliberately refused to leave. Strange behavior for someone who escaped from slavery, don't you think? But then again, this is all white media propaganda. And we know what purpose it's supposed to serve. But if CNN is truly so arrogant as to think that this false comparison of theirs is appropriate, all I gotta say to that is, they must have fallen off of one of the turnip trucks that this guy was loading vegetables onto back in the day. Good day, and be one.
Yo, this is Trap God. Kod Testimonies. I take you through a journey of my life, what I do, what I listen to, what gets me motivated. Everything ain't always about entertainment. Sometimes I gotta kick in my knowledge base. But right there, that's Professor Black Truth. He's on YouTube. You can look him up. You can listen to him. That's for those who like to be intellectually stimulated. It's on you. Do what you want with it. If you don't want to fuck with it, you don't have to. I'm the trap guy. Welcome to my platform. It's where I live my life. You heard me? I was watching an interview before this that was on some trying to figure out some shit. You heard me? I mean, like Orlando Black, Charleston White, Orlando Brown. I don't know what his name is. You know, he all over the place. A lot of mindsets are like that with us in the black community because we all seemingly are confused. But sound like fucking with this world because it's always trying to tear you down, make you feel belittled. And we know what the real truth is. Niggas chasing money. White folks got money. The Asians got money. The Mexicans got money. The Africans, they get money. Scheming and scamming, you know how that go. But we as a splinter group, we as the group that fights amongst ourselves, we as the group that stands around and wants somebody to give us something, we as a group that's been conditioned to be separate. The only time we come together is when it's celebratory. Or we try to maintain interest in building things in the entrepreneurial spirit and networking together. But boy, it's a hard time for us to sit in the room together. But I'm the trap guy. I know y'all niggas want entertainment, so I give you that as well. Now, that's on my intellect. When I get up in the morning, I kind of figure out what I'm going to do with my life, which moves I'm going to make. It's always somebody trying to stop me in my focus. I have responsibilities because I'm trying to, this is my last year with child support. I mean, I'm just being real with you. They get caught up in the game somehow. I really was date raped, and I ain't gonna lie about my girlfriend. If a bitch drops something in your drink just because she a woman, don't mean she ain't raped you. You know what I mean? I fell asleep about the third round of boxing. I came over her house by her come picking me up, leaving my car. I didn't even want to go see her. I don't even know. I didn't even like the bitch. The first day I ever went over her house, it was a hiccup. And I told her pussy stank. And I broke out because I had drove over there. From that day moving forward, she had already determined in her mind that she was going to get me. And she got me. She got me. But you know, you can't go to the courts and tell them that shit. They won't believe you. She'll never admit it. But I know me. When I was back in the day, see, I don't drink and smoke no more. I don't do nothing. I don't do no drugs. Everything that you hear from me talking funny is because of the elements of life. That's all. But see, that's not what I'm trying to do, stay confused about what the truth is. Because a lot of times when you tell a nigga the truth, he don't want to believe you or she don't want to believe you. So fuck it. Let's keep on doing this shit, man. I got my own thing I do. I'm in a blessed position. I'm in blessed situations. They keep trying to elevate me, but I keep shutting them down. But I walk in these doors and I make the magic happen. But I still know that this world is materialistically driven. Imagery and how you speak and conduct yourself. And can you have interpersonal relationships? And can you look the other way when motherfuckers are doing wrong, even though they're supposed to be doing right? Everything is seriously ass backwards. But I fucks with y'all though, so I'm gonna let you know what the trap god doing. I got my own business. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do, but God keep telling me to elevate. If it wasn't for that, then I would relax. Come on, man. Stop fucking calling me, yo. Damn. Stop calling me. I ain't got shit to talk to none of you. I got a cash app. If you want to pay me, pay me. If not, what the fuck are you doing? Why y'all bothering me? You ain't got nothing for me. Stop fucking calling me. You're a motherfucking liar. You're trying to get a person trapped up in some bullshit. Hold on, y'all. Move around. Damn, y'all some haters, man. You worse than breaking up with a bitch and she won't leave you alone. Why are they always calling me? Look. Hold on, man. Where the fuck are all these numbers coming from? Niggas on my nuts. I'm gonna answer this. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Quanda.
Man, leave me alone. I don't even know who you are. What state did that say? Stop fucking with me, man. You know what I mean? I think that was stop bothering me. You know what I mean? I'm up here doing what I'm doing and motherfuckers bothering me. It can't be nothing good. It always gotta be somebody who wants some shit. What we trying to do, man? Find somebody, searching for somebody? What we trying to do? The world always wants something for you, but can't give you shit. That sounds like a bitch trying to find me, huh? Coming with some begging shit. You remember me? I'm one of your adopted sisters. I'm one of your own. Ain't nobody gonna come with no money. And nobody gonna show me no respect. That sounds just like somebody desperate. I don't really want to remember the past. I don't want to fuck with shit like that. It's no good. We just want our reparations, that's all, man. We deserve it. I tell you my real life story. I know my ancestors have their real life story. I know people who walk this life want to let you know what they've done in life, what they're going through in life, and where they want to go in life. But it's all trying to get money. I got some things I was going to show y'all, but I'm kind of like fucked up now. Let me see who this is. Maybe they left a message. I ain't going to disrespect them like that. Tash Rabbit's trying to call me. They want me to do some, I'm already signed up with them. They want me to start doing some jobs with them. I don't know if I want to fuck with them, though. I'm just trying to show y'all, man, I'm blessed. Let me go ahead and have this conversation real quick. I'm gonna put y'all on mute for a second. Hold on. That ain't nothing. Let me get to a situation where I can, I'm gonna let y'all see, kind of like another person that's in the field of work that I'm doing. So let me get somewhere where it's like, man, bro, I swear to God, every time I'm trying to be creative, somebody fucks with me, bro. I swear it is. Every single time I'm trying to be creative. So I'm gonna give y'all this real quick. This nigga I fuck with. I don't watch him all the time, but I'm gonna let y'all see him so y'all know. You know, you could be motivated by him and go to his channel. Somebody always want to find somebody else that is better than you, and I'm the source. So I'm gonna give you the information who to go to because it ain't never good enough. It never stops. You're doing what you're doing, and they can't stop at you. Like, you know, I don't know if I want to say that. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let y'all see something. Here we go. Hold on. Y'all know I'm in the distribution, right? Here got another brother doing the same thing I do. Let's get it.
Guess what? I just made $110 in 15 minutes. Let's get in it. Hey, I'm back with another video. Make sure you put me in your big screen video.
Cars and cribs.
Now, we have our first order.
Subscribe to him. Cars
Order
and
number
cribs.
1 is on Vody with a double wrench. We are about the Vody app. We are picking up 15 bags of mulch. We are going to drive 4 miles for 45.48. It's time to be great. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Just one or?
Oh, just one. Just one. I wish it was a mini, but you know, just one this time. WJ 55 66 96 34. You already know what time it is, baby. It's time for us to get busy. I'm glad you guys are with me. One more thing. RP Nipsey Hustle. Grinding off the muscle. Y'all see these bags. Time for us to get to this bag. Last one. It's time for us to pull up and get the job done. Let's go. And we are here at the drop-off. Better drop this off and I say socks off. Let's get it.
Bug spray works best when your family actually wears it. Get odor-free 8-hour protection.
Last one. Drop it like it's hot. Now we gotta step back in with the photo. You already know those. We gone. Order number 2. Guess what we about to do? Pick up some more mulch from Home Depot. We are picking up some more mulch. We're gonna drive 6 miles for 46.74. About to pull up and get this dough. Let's go. Door number 2. What it do? We're here to pick up these. I think it's some mulch. Here to pick up some mulch. Yet again, hopefully it's up here so I ain't gotta go to the other side. We shall see. So we can get busy. WG 62 79 25 41.
That's on the other side.
Oh, back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's some mulch.
Okay.
I'll get someone over there.
Okay. Thank you. This is the mulch right here, baby. And he got it on the pallet jack for me already. We about to keep it steady. Double back if they let me. Put this back on here. Put these gloves on. That wind blowing. Wrist about to be glowing. Shout out to Mark the Mentor. Lift it up so I can make it easy.
Them bags are heavy as shit, man. For real.
Now it's time for us to pull up so we keep on getting these bucks.
Especially that dirt.
We are here at the drop-off. Hey, we came to this
The mulch
house
is okay, but that dirt and that potting dirt, that shit ain't no joke.
Last one. After this, we gotta run. We are getting these funds. Guess what? And we having us some fun. Shout out to everybody at Sunrun. Step back in with the photo. You already know those. We gone. Order number 3. Guess what we about to do? Curry, 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 curry. We got us an order on curry. We're trying to get so much money, our vision blurry. Now, we are going to drive 33 miles for 74.66. About to pull up and get in the mix. Let's go. We are here at ABC. We're trying to get this money like 1, 2, 3. Get this money. Good morning. How you doing? I have a curry order to pick up to go to Barrington Road. How you doing, boss? Yo, and that joint bumping. Oh, that joint bumping.
I'm like, man, I don't think he gonna put that pallet in there.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
The pallet can fit in there if needed be. I had to
it can, but then you would have to bring it back because they charge for it.
Oh, okay. Right. So all these going in there?
Yes, sir.
Right here. I can move this too.
Coffee inside?
No, I'm good, brother. I appreciate you though.
I got water in my fridge right here too as well.
I'm good. I appreciate it though.
I take care of my drivers in the car, bro.
You got to. We all in this together, low key. Just like that, as you can see, we got everything strapped up. It's time to get busy. Let's go. We are here to get in the clear. It's ABC. And we're trying to get this cheese. Easy. Hopefully they can get this joint off fast because we do have that delivery order.
Patches are.
I have a drop off for you guys from the other ABC.
Hey guys,
Okay.
I'm still needing
Now.
patches in.
Alrighty. Let me see if we can get your bag there.
Okay.
Okay. So that's gonna be in. Oh, never mind. If you can just there's a pallet sitting right outside the door. You could just put it on that pallet. We're good to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
so much.
You're welcome. We gotta hurry up and unload this door so we can do our delivery order. We're trying to get an order. Oh, that's on. Drop this on.
I'm just showing you what I do, and what he's doing is the same thing. But y'all, y'all like a clown ass nigga, like somebody to. I don't know, man. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just showing y'all likability, You got that Dame Drops mentality.
Now we gotta step back in with a photo. You already know those.
Dame Drops.
Guess what, baby? So for that order, we did get an extra $12 because we had to unload. We have to get our pockets on slow. So huge shout out to Curry for adding on the extra $12. Now we got last order. We have to go over here and get an order. This is on DLIBRT. We about to pull up right now so we can get this cheese delivered app. We are about to do an order on the Deliver app. If you want to sign up, click the link in the description and use the promo code Jerome Adams. We are picking up $1,192.50 worth of food. We're going to drive 4.7 miles. We're picking up 71 items, and we will receive a payment of $110. We're about to pull up and get it in. Let's go. We are here at Biddy Bop. We're going to keep on getting to this money. We ain't going to never stop. Morning. How you guys doing? I have an easy catering order to pick up. Yes, sir. These Jones. Bingo. They ain't playing no games. They about to get brain.
Bounty Mega Roll. 4 rolls in 1.
When you have rheumatoid arthritis, the smallest things can feel like the biggest obstacles. But Xeljanz.
That's right there. Zip, 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 zip it up. Then we're gonna grab this. Oh, snaps almost dropped that joint. I ain't even gonna lie. Drop right here. We're gonna put these two right here. Voila. Put these two right here. That right there. Drop this thing here like this. Bingo. Zip it up. Slide. Slide that right there. And then slide. Again, slide that right there. Boom. We are back. We're gonna put this right here. And then we're gonna put these bags in here. Okay. And right there. And then right there. And then we're gonna grab this. gonna go right here.
Man, especially them Asian people, man, they get to walk around life with a fucking attitude.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys' help.
I have a question. Where did you buy that shrimp?
Oh, this harness?
Yeah.
They have them at Target. They have them at Target or Amazon.
Amazon or what do you know?
It's just a GoPro strap. Okay, this is the last of the bags. We're gonna put this right here. And
We
we're gonna
give y'all all the
one
information, but
right
y'all don't give
here
us
like this.
shit.
And we'll put one right here like that. And then what we're gonna do is grab that bungee so we can get to this money. I know y'all see, I know y'all see it. Time for us to pull up. So guess what? We can run it up. Let's go. We are here at the drop-off. Guess what? We are gonna have to take 2 trips. These joints are super heavy and they could not fit in the wagon. We ain't bragging. I'm trying to fit in that wagon, but it didn't work. Hello. Yes.
That's me.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to take 2 trips, but
Okay.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people.
Hey, as long as everybody eats it, there's not gonna be any problems.
Exactly.
Is it okay to sit it this way? Or?
Perfect.
Okay.
I have multiple levels. We can.
Yeah, that can fit.
That's it.
Yeah, barely, but it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working.
It works.
The more we cram it, the better it'll be.
Yeah, if it fits, it fits.
Yeah. Alrighty. I gotta step back in with the photo. You already know those. We gone. And just like that, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Today we made 355.17. I love getting that green, nothing in between. And shout out to everybody that's a part of the crew. You already know what I'm about to do. Throw them C's up. Throw them C's up in the comment section below. Y'all saw us go out there. Let's go. I do want to ask you guys this. This is the question. What is your favorite app right now? Comment below and let me know. What is your favorite app? You could be doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever you're doing. You could be using a car, SUV, pickup truck, Sprinter van, cargo van, box truck, whatever you're using. Let me know what your favorite app is. I'll see you guys on next one. Be cool, be cool, be cool. You already know it. It's DDK, and I'm on my way.
Yeah. So, we're doing it like that for the streets. So I look at that, right? Trap God. Okay. I'm just showing y'all what my daily shit is. So we rolling with the trap God, alright? Hold on, y'all. Fucks with y'all, you heard me? Alright, let me get this back in focus. Alright. Next up, I believe that's me. Pull these motherfuckers up and let it be known. Give me a little heat up, give me a little air up in this bitch. And I thank God every day that He put me in a situation. In the trap
Still fresh.
for life.
Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables. Try for under $5.
Why are we doing this, man? Why are we doing this, man? Huh? What's the reasoning behind all this shit, man? I can understand if you needed mine. It's money, you know what I mean? They deprived us. It's our time to shine. I am your neighborhood motherfucking trap god, rap god. I'm in this shit for real. Every time I get out here, I show you these fucking skills. Deep up in the drought now. Nigga, let me get it though. Yeah, motherfucking rapping and you feel me though. Listen to the one that got the game right. Love to do this shit, that's why I grab the mic. You close to me, the trap god, the rap god. I'm KOTE testimonies. Everybody know they gotta feel the pain, and you never know when the situation got you lost up in this shit. Only thing that I do, I just wanna spit this microphone. Enemy upon enemy standing next to me. Damn, I didn't know the nigga try to take my life every day of my life. I'm trying to get it right. I'm the trap god. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this is nothing but the patient that I'm really on. Think about this shit, I just don't think about this shit. I go on here and get it. The hell is down. Many different ways. Down in the slave ships, now we rise up today. Been on the Black Wall Street, separation on this. Come on, man, stop playing with me, a trap god. You know, everybody come over this motherfucking United States of America and get what they want, huh? But they do it on the backs of us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why is the situation set up for us to fail? All we gotta do is go out here and then we rebel. We fight against the enemies, white supremacy, haters, please, oh please. But I ain't really begging for no shit. I just go out and get it and I make it so legit. But when it gets dark, down in the trenches, did I fucking mention? I know how to 50, fuck about nigga, I'm so fucking hard deep in my sad dog, sitting in the motherfucking house with no furniture. But I got a stove and I burn this shit. You gonna learn this shit. And I feed it to the block, and then you'll come back to me, the trap god, the rap god, KLD. Testimony, KLD. Testimony. You have the right to remain quiet. Anything you say can and will use against you in court of law. Do you understand these rights? Fuck you, America. I want my motherfucking reparations check. Right now. Give me my motherfucking reparations check. Right now. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm the trap guy. Shit, nigga. I'm the trap guy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. In these streets. Thank you for this island. For this island. I throw a chair at your monkey ass. They ain't never wanted to have shit. They give all that shit to the immigrants. Now look where we at. Old niggas get a Democrats. They don't want us having shit. They want us just to banquet. They select and all of them, they bet together. Me and the Republicans and the Democrats, whoever. How fuck make it in a country that hate us and we played off obey, doing the same shit every day? Damn. I'm just a trap god. I'm just a rap god. I'm KOD Testimonies. Yo, North Texas. I thank y'all for listening to me. The trap got the rap god. I'm in these streets. Or lying. Thank you, God. I love you.